Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Sarah. Today I wanted to talk about dealing with the emotions and the stress, the ups and downs of trying to conceive. I decided to see a counselor. Turns out that my health insurance offers something called EAP. That's I believe it stands for Employee Assistance Program. So basically I get 6 free counseling sessions a year. I hope it's per year. Tell you what, if it is per year, I will be going 6 times a year. The thing was that, like I said in a previous video, I was feeling like I was hurting people, or at a very minimum making them uncomfortable when I would talk about trying to conceive and what that is like for us. I think the one that hurt me the most was that I felt like I couldn't talk to my mom, which is crazy. But I recognized that it isn't just me that's hurting, a lot of people are waiting for me to have kids. So along with the stress of work and my husband was unemployed for about 8 months. And it was during that 8 months of unemployment that we found out about his male factor infertility. I just decided to do something about it. And I tell you what, it was a wonderful decision. I have been 5 times. I probably should go back in my calendar and find out so that I don't accidentally go 7 times and then have to pay. The first session, okay, let me structure what I'm talking about a little bit here. So how did I arrive at the decision to seek counseling, and then what was the first appointment like, and then subsequent appointments, and do I plan to continue? How did I arrive at the decision? Infertility in general had been affecting my work performance for 2 years. And probably nobody else noticed. I mean, no one said anything if they did, but it's such a distraction, it's all encompassing. It takes all of your mental energy and emotional energy to do this. And I remember especially, during ovulation time, or just waiting for Aunt Flo to show up, I would have so much trouble focusing on my job. In the last year, my responsibilities have skyrocketed and my performance cannot suffer. Interestingly enough, I waited to go to counseling until my husband found employment. That could have on its own been enough stress to put an average person in counseling. We did very well together. I think most things, if you have the right attitude, turn out to be a blessing. That's just me. And I think that we learned that we can live off of a lot less. I mean, and talk about a great lesson to learn before you have kids. We always thought we were just getting by month to month or paycheck to paycheck. No. We were living comfortably, put it that way, and any extra money at the end of the month, we found a way to use it. So having that loss of income, it was a great lesson for us to learn. Make a long story short. Okay, so the first appointment. The first appointment is really introductory. My counselor, I requested a woman because I wasn't really comfortable discussing my fertility with a strange man. But for some reason, a strange woman didn't bother me. She wrote everything down. So she had her, clipboard out, and she really was looking at my network, who is my husband, who is my mom, my dad, my siblings, which I just have one brother, and just wanted bullet points on each of those people. And she kept asking, what is your relationship like with that person? And I'm very blessed because everyone close to me, I have a wonderful relationship with. Then at the end, she asked, what do you want out of this? And I said, I just need somewhere to dump my emotion and my thoughts, good or bad, so that I'm not hurting someone. Which, interestingly enough, is sort of the same reason that I started this channel. The subsequent appointments. Okay, so right off the bat, counseling helped me dramatically. The first appointment, we determined that I am not allowing people to comfort me. And when you're trapped inside your own head, some things that are probably obvious to everyone else are just not obvious to you, which is why counseling is so effective. It's almost like someone with an objective point of view can instantly pinpoint the red flags. And she was right. My fear of hurting other people meant that they couldn't comfort me either. So I just had to know that I was gonna hurt people, and it's gotta happen, because that initial hurt and working through your emotions is how you heal. And then once you heal or they heal is when you can help each other. And that was significant. That was a real breakthrough for me. And since then, I have talked to everyone. And I think a lot of us have fathers who only need to know when something's really, really wrong with you, but the day-to-day emotions are handled by mom. I didn't care. So I've even spoken freely with my dad, and I'm talking medical details. And what is a shame? It's a shame that I didn't give my dad the chance. And may I recommend speaking to men like my dad who seem to get a little squirmy when you have emotional discussions. May I suggest talking to them in the car, because they can't get away. They can't get away from you, number one. But they have something else to look at. It's a little intense, maybe, for that type of person to have that deep emotional conversation, but also that, direct eye contact. So they can look out the window and look at other things. And I took my dad out on Father's Day, and we got stuck in traffic, and that was great. It was perfect. So by me healing and getting over my fear of hurting people, we have all been able to heal each other, and that has been exactly what I needed and what we all needed. So just me making the choice to go to counseling has had a domino effect on everyone close to me. It's helped us all heal. Subsequent appointments also have gotten healing for me in areas I didn't even expect or didn't go there looking for. It's helped me understand my husband. It's helped me deal with I don't know if it's identity issues, I would say, but I spent a very long part of one session talking about how much effort I tend to make in being unattractive. And I know that sounds crazy, but when I graduated college, our graduating class was roughly 20% female. But I don't know what happens between graduating engineering school and actually practicing, because that number drops to less than 10%. I'm not seeing these women in the workforce. And maybe I have it all wrong, but I had the notion that if I was viewed as feminine, that I wouldn't be taken seriously, that I wouldn't be seen as intelligent, and I most certainly do not want to be anybody's sexual fantasy. It makes my skin crawl. And I went over all of this with my counselor, and basically what she told me is, I'm trying to change my own appearance and change my own behavior to change other people's perception of me. And that's a huge freaking waste of time. You can't change anybody's perception. You can only control yourself. And if someone thinks you are less intelligent because you decide to wear eyeliner, that's on them. And I, especially in my last few years, have really come to enjoy makeup and the art of it and how it makes me feel. I do not wear it all the time, please. Hello, watch my first video. That was really another great breakthrough moment for me. I cannot control anyone's perception of me, and life's too freaking short, so just be yourself. If this is a benefit that's available and it's so helpful to me, then I will continue to take advantage of it. I see what the beautiful women on YouTube are going through between the medications and the getting your hopes up and the hopes are down and having a bad day to a really, really good day, and those dramatic swings. We cannot do this life alone. Human beings need other human beings, and it's really important that we understand that we do need help. I encourage all of you to at least find out if you have these benefits. It's been a tremendous help to me, not just in my infertility struggles, but just in so many other areas of my life. I'm gonna try to make videos more regularly, even though we aren't planning to do the IVF with ICSI until next year. Every day there's something that we're dealing with. Alright guys, so I'll leave it at that. I will see you all again soon. Bye.